top prospects in the league that everyone knows about, I want to toss out some names of guys that you probably haven't heard of, but you might want to keep a weathered eye on. The first name on my list is Joanne Aiden, who is a right-handed pitcher out of the Washington Nationals organization. He's a 21-year-old prospect out of the Dominican Republic. He's been in the minor leagues for 3 years now, with this last year making it through an entire season at the single-A level. More importantly to note, this last year he's made his transition from a bullpen arm to a starter, making 22 appearances and 21 of them starts. He had a more than respectable ERA last year as well. His strikeout numbers won't wow you, but he has enough command to avoid walks. In 105 innings pitched, his most in the minor leagues by a wide margin, he walked 44 batters, compared to the year before where he walked 22 batters and only 30 and 2/3 innings pitched. My next name is Tanaj Thomas, a right-handed pitcher out of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. A converted infielder with a big body to work with as he stands at 6'4" and 190 pounds. Someone who over his 3-year minor league career has also transformed from a bullpen arm to a starter and has pretty stout numbers for someone that's just learned the position a few years ago. Last year he made 12 appearances, all of them starts, with a low 3s ERA and 59 strikeouts compared to just 14 walks over 48 in the third innings. He's definitely an arm to watch out for in that Pirates rotation in the near future, and at only 20 years old, he could be a cornerstone for them for a long time. Emilio Vargas is the next guy on my list that you should be on the lookout for. He's a right-handed pitcher in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. He has made tremendous strides throughout his minor league career. His strikeout numbers throughout his career have been more than acceptable for a starter, but what's even more impressive is his command and his lack of walks throughout the years in the minors. Last year he made his way all the way up to the Double-A level for the Diamondbacks, and they see him as a commanding rotation piece along with John Duplantier and Taylor Widener. My next guy is a right-handed pitcher out of the LA Dodgers organization. I'm beginning to sense a trend with my prospects to be on the lookout for. Anyway, his name is Edwin Uceta. Edwin has had majority of success in 3 out of his 4 years pitching in the minor leagues. He's another pitching prospect that strikes out more batters than innings pitched, but he does it in a different way than many other pitchers. Instead of blowing them away with a big fastball or tricking them with a late-breaking slider, he utilizes a changeup with some slight movement on it. And we all know the worst 5 words you can tell a hitter about a pitcher. He's got a good changeup. To round out my prospects for this video, I will again be talking about a right-handed pitcher out of the San Francisco Giants organization by the name of Camilo Doval. Camilo has a fastball that reaches in triple digits and a slider that isn't too shabby either. In each of his 4 minor league seasons, his appearances, innings pitched, and strikeouts have all been on the rise. With that, so do his walks, but that can be said about most pitchers that can throw into triple digits. Sometimes the command isn't always there. Keep an eye on him during his next 2 years to see his progression through the minor leagues and eventually the majors. So those are my prospect picks to look out for in this video. Be sure to check out my next video as I toss out a few more names that I believe can make a big league impact very, very soon. Now, before I sign off, I wanted to take a moment and touch on what's been going on in Major League Baseball over the last few days. For those who do not know, MLB was looking into instances where sign stealing was taking place during the course of home games for the Houston Astros by means of technology in 2017. What they were doing was using a replay camera located in center field to see what sequence the catcher would be calling pitches when the Astros had a man on second base. Once they figured out the sign, it would relay that information to the Astros bench, who would then relay that information to the player on second base, who could finally let the hitter know what the pitcher was going to throw. Eventually, it got to the point where once that information was received by then bench coach Alex Cora, he would let another player know, and they would hit a trash can in their dugout to let the hitter know what pitch was coming. It is important to note that the bench coach that was involved in all of this is Alex Cora, formerly the manager of the Boston Red Sox in the 2018 and 2019 seasons, until mutually parting ways with the Red Sox just yesterday. The Houston Astros won the World Series in 2017, and the Boston Red Sox won the World Series in 2018. This investigation got started when former Astros pitcher Mike Fiers told his teammates of the Oakland Athletics what they were doing in Houston as a safeguard for his new team. I think it's unfortunate that so many things in sports now can't be fully appreciated because of some illegality that has taken place. The Houston Astros were the next hot team to watch out for. They could hit, they could pitch, and until just recently it was thought that they had a great manager at the helm that could lead this team to many more championships. Transition to the Boston Red Sox, a storied franchise in their own right that now has a black mark on their World Series win. This is now like any other home run hitter who was caught using steroids but still has the numbers to sit on top of the all-time home run leaders list. There will forever be an asterisk next to these two teams' championship runs in 2017 and 2018. I think that, however, this is a good thing for baseball. With all the advancements in technology that the game has seen, you had to think that at some point someone was going to utilize it to their advantage. The Houston Astros were penalized by Major League Baseball in the form of one-year suspensions for their manager A.J. Hinch and their general manager Jeff Luhnow. The club was fined $5 million, and they also lost their first and second round draft picks for this year and next year. A.J. Hinch and Jeff Luhnow were fired shortly after this punishment was announced. As for the aforementioned Alex Cora, who besides mutually being released by the Red Sox, has not faced any true punishment yet, is expected to receive a harsher penalty than both Hinch and Luhnow, as he was the ringleader of all of this over the last few years that we know about. Again, I think this is a good thing that was brought to light, and the penalty fits the crime. Money is an afterthought as far as fines go, but when a team goes out of their way to cheat and use that form of cheating to assist in winning however many games, forcing them to lose their ability to draft the top-tier talent out there in the next 2 years is a fair punishment. Until next time, I'm Kevin Householder.